الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن بالله ونشكره ونعوذ به من شرور انفسنا ومن سيئات اعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبد الله ورسوله وصفيه وخليله ادى الامانه وبلغ الرساله ونصح لهذه الامه وجاهد في الله حتى توفاه ربه فصلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وكل من اهتدى بهداهم واستنى بسنتهم وقتفى أثرهم إلى يوم الجزاء والدين. My dear brothers, today I'm going to talk about the importance of the masjid and the good manners to be adopted in the masjid and some mistakes to be avoided. The masjids are important places. Masjids are where taqwa is. The masjids are where the Prophet ﷺ, he said in hadith that was narrated by Muslim, أحب البقاع إلى الله مساجدها. The most beloved parts of a place, of a city, of a country, whatever it is, the most beloved parts of a city, of a country, of a place is the mosques. The most beloved parts to Allah are the mosques. So the mosques have so much importance in our religion. If someone loves Allah, if someone loves his religion, if someone loves Allah, then he will certainly love the places that Allah loves. He will certainly love the places that Allah has attributed to himself. He will love the places that Allah has named Buyutullah, the houses of Allah. In the same manner as if someone wants to become a doctor, he will need to go to a medical school. In the same manner as if someone wants to become a lawyer, he needs to be in the court. In the same manner, if someone wants to increase his faith, if someone wants to re-establish that connection with his Lord, if someone wants to review his account with his Lord, if someone wants to ask for forgiveness, for repentance, then there is no better places than the masjids. The masjids, for Allah, certainly whoever loves the Allah, he certainly will love the masjid. And Allah has described the characteristics of those who love Allah, who loves the masjids. إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ. Who are we going to find in masjids? إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ. The mosques of Allah, the places of Allah, the houses of Allah, the mosques of Allah are only to be maintained by those who believe in Allah. إنما يعمر مساجد الله من آمن بالله. And he has named and he has cited so many characteristics of those people who truly make it to the masjid for the sake and for the love of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ also has encouraged us to come to the masjid as much as we can, if not all the time. In the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, وَصَلَاةُ الرَّجُلِ فِي جَمَاعَةٍ خير من صلاته في بيته أو في سوقه ب25 درجة. Prophet he said, the prayer of someone in a congregation, in the masjid, in a congregation is better 25 times than if someone prays at home or in his market. So these hadiths and these verses just show how important are these places. Just shows how important the masjids are. And one of the other benedictions that was brought in the masjid is that Allah, we know in the hadith that the Prophet ﷺ, he said, سَبْعَةٌ يَظِلُّهُمُ اللَّهُ فِي ظِلِّهِ وَذَكَرَ وَرَجُلٌ قَلْبُهُ مُعَلَّقٌ بِمَسَاجِدِ. When the Prophet ﷺ cited and enumerated the people who are going to be under the shadow of Allah, in the day where the sun is very hot, in the day where the sun will become close to the Creator, in the day where everybody is sweating, there will be a category of people who are going to be under the shadow of Allah, under the shadow of the throne of Allah. And those people, the Prophet ﷺ, he cited so many of them. They had particular characteristics, they had special characteristics in them. They have been doing in this worldly life acts that others were ignoring. And one of the acts that the Prophet ﷺ, he cited, وَرَجُلٌ قَلْبُهُ مُعَلَّقٌ بِمَسَاجِدِ. And the man whose heart is attached to the masjid. Wherever you seek him, wherever you search for him, you will go and find him in the masjid. Because he's someone whose heart, whose interest is in the masjid. So if this shows the importance of the places of worship, if this shows the importance of the masjids, then there are manners that we need to adopt. There are mistakes that we need to avoid when coming to the masjid. One of the first manners that we need to adopt when coming to the masjid, one of the first good manners that one needs to adopt is, whenever you sit out from your home, the moment you go into your doorstep, you are in ibadah, you are in worship, coming with that intention that I'm going to make it to the Jama'ah. From that moment, you are in worship. And the Prophet ﷺ, you know in the hadith that he has mentioned, وَلَا يَضَعُ خُطَى إِلَّا وَفَعَ اللَّهُ بِهِ عَلَيْهَا خَطِيئَةً وَكَتَبَ لَهُ بِهَا حَسَنَةً. Whenever someone will make a step, he will have one sin being forgiven, and he will have one good deed being written for him. So this is from the moment you set out from your home to make it to the masjid. Then, what is the manner that we need to adopt? While having all this reward, the manner that we need to adopt is, when you go out with tranquility. Prophet ﷺ, he said, وَمْشُوهَا وَعَلَيْكُمُ السَّكِينَةُ وَالْوَقَارُ. And go to it while showing signs of tranquility. You can't go to it laughing in a particular manner and then go, and the moment you come and the moment you go to the masjid, you think or you expect that everything will change. No. You need to start from your doorstep to prepare your heart to meet with your Lord. You need to prepare your heart and you need to prepare yourself from the moment you leave your doorstep that you are going to make something which is so important for Allah. That you are going to go to a place that is so beloved to Allah. This is one of the first manners. The second manner is about the way we dress to the masjid. And we see people dressing in manners probably that are not even appropriate to go or to meet even a friend. We see people dressing for the masjids in manners that are not even appropriate to dress when just going out with a friend. ذلك ومن يعظم شعائر الله فإنها من تقوى القلوب. Allah Azza wa Jalla, He tells us that whoever shows the importance of the sanctity and the sanctity of that Allah has made important, فإنها من تقوى القلوب. It is part of the faith, and it is part of the of increasing the faith. So you can't go to the masjid while you know this verse. You can't go to the masjid in a manner that is not appropriate. You can't wear no matter what clothes when you know that Allah has said, يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد. He said, يا بني آدم, all sons of Adam, خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد. Take your beauty and beautify yourself when you are going to the masjid. Who is most important for you? Allah or an interviewer? Just think about it this way. If you are going to go for an interview, you're not going to dress in that manner. If you are going to go for a celebration, no matter what it is, wedding or no matter what it is, you are going to dress appropriately. There's no better place to be dressed appropriately than the masjid. There's no better place to be dressed appropriately than the masjid. When you know you are going to meet with the reward of the creation. When you know you are going to meet with Allah Azza wa Jalla, who has created this world and what it contains. So this is one of the good manners that we need to adopt when coming to the masjid. On the flip side, what are the mistakes that we need to avoid? There are mistakes that we need to avoid in the masjid, and there are mistakes that the Prophet ﷺ has told us or has informed us through different hadiths that are probably scattered in different events that have happened throughout the lifetime of the Prophet ﷺ. One of the first and one of the mistakes that we really need to avoid in the masjid is talking of that which has nothing to do with ibadah. The masjids are places that have been built for one purpose. Allah has clarified this purpose in one verse. Allah has made it clear that the purpose of the building the masajids is ذكر الله عز وجل. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار. The purpose of building the masjid is not for the sake of having a nice building. It's not for the sake of making so and so much decoration. The purpose of building the masjid is so that when you go into it, it's for one purpose. It is to raise and to cite the name of Allah. It is to spread the knowledge. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع, Allah has ordered them to be raised for one purpose. ويذكر فيها اسمه. So ذكر الله عز وجل هو الهدف الأسمى من بناء المساجد. Citing and invoking Allah Azza wa Jal, praying for Allah Azza wa Jal, is the purpose for which the masajid have been built. In the same manner as if someone wants to become a doctor, he needs to go to a medical school. In the same manner as if someone wants to become a lawyer, he needs to go to the court, and there is no better place to do so. In the same manner, if someone wants to raise his faith, if someone wants to come close to his Lord, then there is no better place than the masjid. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع. And he has enumerated all the purposes for which the masjids were built. ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال, day and night. People making tasbih, making invocation for Allah. Talking in the masjid of that has nothing to do with this, that has nothing to do with the ibadah, is not what the masjids were built for. Do not sit from your home thinking that I'm going to have a laughter with some friends in the masjid, or I'm going to meet some friends, or I'm going to see colleagues. No, إنما الأعمال بالنيات وفي رواية بالنيات. The acts only depend on the intention that you put in the act. If you make that intention from the moment you step out from your door, from your house, that you are going to meet with some friends, or that you just are going to talk about something, has nothing to do with the worship, then that's what will be written for you. However, if you sit out from your door, if you sit out from your home for one purpose, which is يُسَبِّحُ لَهُمْ فِيهَا بِالْغُدُوِّ وَالْآصَالِ رِجَالٌ, people whom hearts is not being corrupted by business, by this worldly life. رِجَالٌ لَا تُلْهِيهِمْ تِجَارَةٌ. They are not being distracted by business, by تِجَارَةٌ وَلَا بَيْعٌ, by commercial agreements or trade or whatever it is. The only purpose for which the masjids were built is to dhikrullah Azza wa Jal. And that's so important to be reminded about. We see people really coming to the masjids now, probably with the intention that they're going to pray for their Lord. But at the same time, they take it as an opportunity to discuss of whatever matter, to discuss politics, to discuss their business, to discuss this and this. This is not the purpose of the masjid. Talking in the masjid is not permitted apart from that of which had to be related to an act of worship. The Prophet ﷺ, there were people in the masjid who we call Ahlul Suffah. Those people, they were used to live in the masjids. They were poor companions, they didn't have any shelter. So they used to come to the masjids and shelter in the masjid. The Prophet ﷺ has advised these people while they were raising their voice. And they were not raising their voice talking about their trade or their business. They were raising their voice by reciting the word of Allah loudly. Prophet ﷺ, he told them, لا يفتنن بعضكم بعضا في التلاوة. Do not disturb each other by the recitation. Do not disturb even by the recitation. What if the Prophet ﷺ was amongst us and seeing people disturbing each other by affairs of this worldly life, by things that have absolutely nothing to do with the prayer? The second one that we need to be, the second mistake that I want to, inshallah, talk about, and we close with it, is sometimes we see people trying to sell or trying to advertise in the masjid. The masjid is not a platform for advertisement. The masjid is not a platform to attract new customers. The only purpose for which the masjid, and as they have just mentioned, is to worship Allah Azza wa Jal, to raise and to invoke Allah Azza wa Jal in them. But advertising or coming to or trying to attract new customers is not part of this role. Prophet ﷺ, he said, إِذَا رَأَيْتُمُ الرَّجُلَ يَبْتَعُ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ فَقُولُوا لَا بَارَكَ اللَّهُ لَهُ. If you see someone selling, trying to sell in the masjid, then tell him, may Allah not put his bounty in your affair. If you see someone in another hadith, إِذَا رَأَيْتُمُ الرَّجُلَ يَنْشُدُ ضَالَتَهُ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ فَقُولُوا لَا رَدَّهَا اللَّهُ عَلَيْكَ. If you see someone seeking for his lost animal, because at that time people would have as a means of transportation an animal. So someone might lose his animal, he didn't tie it properly, and and he lost it. Prophet ﷺ, he says, إذا رأيتم الرجل ينشد ضالة في المسجد فقولوا لا ردها الله عليك. If you see someone seeking for his lost animal in the masjid, then tell him, may Allah not bring it back to you. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ wants to have the masjid for one purpose, which is the ibadah. Wants to have the only act in which that can be done in the masjid is the ibadah. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, in this event, he will tell someone, he will warn his companions that if you see someone, then tell him, may Allah not put his bounty. If you see someone doing this, then he wants to clear all of this from the masjid, so that when you come with one intention, not trying to seek gain from commerce or worldly life activities, not seeking to make laughter with friends. So be careful, Jazakumullah khair, when you go into the masjid and have the masjids fulfill the primary duty. ذلك ومن يعظم شعائر الله فإنها من تقوى القلوب. صلى الله عليه وسلم.